What is your role at Reveal?
I'm a director of Reveal Recordings, so I'm leading the team. I'm thinking about strategy and marketing, and I'm the head of A&R, and also in charge of the partnerships and events like this, the Revealed conference where we're today during ADE, and we also organized the Revealed night in the same location. So today is now it's a conference, and in a few hours it's going to be the night show.
Okay, let's start about the idea. Why you decided that Reveal needs a conference on its own as a label during the Amsterdam Dance Event?
Yeah, we were not really satisfied with the masterclasses that ADE were offering, and there was a lot of demand for Revealed masterclasses. We have a lot of knowledge and artists who produce really well. Artists at Reveal, they're really talented, and they're all producers at a high level. Because to make big room sounds a little bit more advanced. So we had the idea to do something different, and the main idea was like we had the night show already in the same location, and then I was like, hey, this is pretty cool for a conference because there were like so many studios, and the Abbey Road studios upstairs. There's a nice big LED screen in the main area. We have a second area. So it was just like a joke, like, hey, this can be a good spot for a conference, and then they said like, why not? Let's do it. And then last year we did the first year, and this is our second year. So we're growing, and we have a lot of producers here. We sold I think 300 tickets, and it's also available to ADE pass holders if you have like a Passport 2. It's really accessible. We have big artists today: Dal Life, Blaster Jacks, with Danik, with Maddox, John Christian. We have a bunch of small masterclasses as well in different smaller locations with smaller artists, but they can really help the new generation. And it's really a personal approach. We walk around here with all the crew members and all the artists. People can ask questions anytime, and we really want to help the producers of the next generation so they can release music one day on Revealed, and we want to discover the next big talent on Revealed so we can push them through the Revealed platform. We have a lot of, mainly it's production masterclasses. Right now Dal Life is in the main area. They're talking about their Revealed track Do It Till Your Face Hurts, which they released on Revealed. They're breaking it down with the synths and all the beats and how they did production and the technical aspect of it. We also have more a Q&A approach. So fans in the crowd, they can ask questions about the personal life of some artists. We did a Blast Jacks Q&A so they can talk how it's touring, how do you approach a track, how do you create a brand, where did you start, how long ago did you start. There's remix sessions in the Abbey Road studio upstairs on the third floor. People have 2 hours only to make an idea for a Hardwell remix. They get the Hardwell parts, and they're not available anywhere else except here. And they get a Revealed USB with all the sample packs, and they have 2 hours to make the remix, and then it's going to be judged by Case, the artist also, and Revealed A&R. And then within 15 minutes we have a winner, and then get an official release later. We're going to work on the remix together. Also, we have a lot of gaming consoles. It's sponsored by Immense. It's in a big e-sport group. You can play F1 car, and you can play FIFA against each other. So it's not just music, it's also gaming. We think that's really important. And also we have the merchandise shop, so you can buy all the Revealed clothing and CDs and the perfume and USB sticks with all the Revealed sample packs on it. So it's really diverse. Of course, it has to do with Revealed, and we are always thinking about new ideas for next year. But this year it's going to be more. It's more about production and Q&A and the experience.
Do you see many people coming and wanting to be producers, wanting to be artists?
Yeah, they're mainly I think the 95% are producers and DJs. They want to start somewhere. They don't know where to start, or they're really experienced. They want to learn more about how to bring your production to the next level. So it's really you have a big starter group, you have more advanced group. But there are also DJs who are just interested in Revealed artists. They're a fan of Revealed artists. They just want to meet them, have a meet and greet, say hi, and be in touch with them directly, because it's not really easy at shows to be in touch with artists directly. But here's a more personal approach. They walk around everywhere, and you can just talk to them and say hi and take a picture. It's really easy to be in touch with them. So they're like fans, but the most part, I think 95% are producers or DJs. And also, I forgot to mention, but we also have a DJ school. We're part of this Revealed Day, and they're gonna teach people how to DJ also. So it's not just production, but also DJing. But mainly it's DJs and producers.
So it's 6 hours packed with activities with someone that wants to be a DJ. But we have to ask this: what is the role of Hardwell now in the label that he decided to retire? His show was a big success; it sold out.
Yeah, he's still
historic event.
Yeah. It was really historic. Together with the Dutch Metal Orchestra, he went back to 30 years in dance music, and they covered all the big songs. Of course, it's Hardwell's label. He's really involved with the label. Every track we put out, he's approving, he's mastering, he's choosing the artwork. So he's more towards the back now, more in the management, and he's helping the label to have a certain quality and a certain standard. And we talk every day with the whole team, working on A&R, new tracks, and he has a lot of ideas about productions and how to help the new generation. So he's more now towards the back, more on the back office, more behind the scenes, not as much as in the press and interviews. And of course, also social media. It's still we're still gonna use. He's still gonna post about revealed songs, and his radio show is still running. So every week we have new music in his Hardwell show. So yeah, everything is just keep on going. He's not just doing tours for at the moment.
What is your opinion about the Amsterdam Dance Event as a whole?
I'm from Amsterdam myself. I live around the corner, 5 minutes by bike. I'm actually visiting ADE since I was 17, so I think it's almost 12 years. I was a really young aspiring producer. I didn't know anything about the music industry, and I just I was a bit interested in the music, in the dance music, and I just went to ADE and talked to some people, went to parties, met a lot of people, networking. And then in the past 10 years, I see these people every year, and you build a connection, a relationship, you make music with them, because there are like thousands of producers and people from the industry. So even if you're not like known in the industry, you can still come here and talk to people on the street, and you can visit masterclasses and Q&As also at different ADE venues. So if you want to know about publishing, there's always something about that, or maybe new technology you're interested in, like AR. I did an AR panel myself. So it's really broad and really a good way to start in the music business. But also if you're more advanced, it's the best spot to meet up with your partners each year, because like if you have partners from Australia or Portugal or Greece even, it's not easy to see them throughout the year, but most of the time everyone is here during this week. It's mainly ADE and WMC, the Winter Music Conference, but there's more business, I think. The Winter Music Conference is more about partying, and this is more the business side. So I really like that, to just sit down with someone and go through business, be serious, and talk about the next steps in 2019 and 2020, and then each year is like an update. So I think it's really nice for if you just begin in the industry or if you're more advanced. I see people who are 40 years they're going to AD, and they still really like it and still meeting new people. It's the best place to get inspired, I think. For the night program, tonight we have 4 stages, with the main stage, second stage, and we have a community stage, and we have a secret stage. The main stage is really featuring our best revealed key artists, such as Case, Medic, Sick Individuals. We have Dr. Funk, of course. And we have a secret mystery guest. So I can't say a lot about that, but it's going to be a lot of artists like Dala Life stopping by too, just for a few songs. So like a lot of big artists are coming. Just say hi. They're not announced, but they will come tonight. So there's a lot. AD is always about surprising, because everyone is around. Everyone has 3 parties where he's going. All the artists are visiting each other. It's a really nice atmosphere. And then in the second stage we have more the bigger talents, because we can't put 30 artists on one stage, so we try to have the second stage. And those artists are more, they release a lot of songs, but the sound is maybe more specific, more electro or more down, more chill. For example, Gemstone, our sub-label, they will also have a few hours of warm-up DJ sets. So we have like Snareskin and artists like that, so just build up the night. And then we have the community stage, which features the best community artists we do. Every week we have community releases on Hardwell Air, and they basically play in the third stage. because we really want to give them a spot. Like they need to start somewhere, and we want to see how they're performing. And if they have a great show, maybe they can play next. They can play in the main area next year. So I think it's going to be interesting. And then the secret stage is more surprise. It's going to be a really small studio in the basement, but you have to discover yourself if you're here. It's going to be really a lot of fun.
Can you just pick up the 3 tracks that you believe gonna be the big ones?
Yeah, well, we always have new music on Revealed. I'm really looking forward to the new Sick Individuals track called Symphony. We're working on that right now. It's coming out next Friday, so by the time this video will come online, it's probably already on Spotify.
Exactly.
It's a really, really, really big melodic, groovy track. I think it has a lot of potential to cross over and to have millions of streams on Spotify, but I think it's also really cool for the big room lovers because it's super melodic and also big room. We have more Hardwell music coming up. There's a big project coming in November, but I can't tell you a lot about it, but it's going to be really, really nice. It's something different. And then for 2019, we're working on our first release right now, and it's going to be an interesting collaboration. And then it's going to be really big artists from Mexico and the US. And he did releases before on Revealed, and it was one of our biggest songs, and we're really happy it's going to be back on Revealed. But I can't tell you the name, but it's going to be premiered in December, I think. But it's going to be a really big artist who's going to do a finally release again on Revealed, so we're really happy about it.